Today, English isn't going to feel like a hard lesson. Think of it more like an easy, honest chat with someone who's on your side. I'll walk you through this one small step at a time, so you can relax, speak out loud, and build real confidence through real practice. Let me ask you something first. When you already know what you want to say in English, what usually gets in the way? You have the idea clearly in your head, in your own language. Then you start translating. You hunt for the right verb. You double-check the grammar. You rearrange the sentence. And by the time you're ready, the conversation has already moved on without you. Smile on the outside. And if that sounds familiar, nothing is wrong with you. Translating in your head is a completely normal stage of learning. Today, we're going to make that step less necessary. By the end of this, you'll record a short 1-minute voice diary using English that comes straight from what's around you right now. Let's start. Before your brain has time to overthink it, look at something near you. A phone, a table, a door, a bottle, a chair, anything. Say out loud, "I can see my phone." Swap in whatever you're actually looking at. Go ahead, say your sentence now. Notice what just happened. You turned something you can see into an English thought, without needing a complicated idea. Without that direct link between object and sentence is where we begin. I'm here with you at Muniba Academy, and for the next few minutes, I don't want you just listening. I want you using your voice. It might feel quiet or a little awkward. That's completely fine. We're not testing your English here. We're training your ability to reach for it when you need it. When you learned your first language, meaning came before any grammar rules. You saw food, heard a word, felt hungry, and those things connected naturally through experience. As an adult learning English, you often take a much longer route. Notice the situation, describe it in your own language, translate it. We're not trying to ban translation. It's genuinely useful sometimes, for understanding new ideas or confirming a word's meaning. The problem is relying on it for every single sentence. So today, we're going to build several shortcuts between everyday life and the English you already know. Look around your room and pick 3 things you already know the English word for. Keep it simple. Don't search for anything unusual. Point to each one and name it. Maybe you picked desk, lamp, bag is near the door. Say all 3 slowly. Then, adjust them so they're actually true for your space right now. This is my table. The window is open. My bag is on the floor. When you name what's physically around you, English stops being just information from a textbook. It becomes attached to your real environment. Next time you see that object, the phrase may come back faster. Stay quiet for 5 seconds and notice what you hear. Traffic, a fan, someone talking nearby, or maybe near silence. Pick the sentence that fits. I can hear traffic. I can hear someone talking. Then adjust them so they're actually true for your space. Raise twine. No need for a perfect description. You're just practicing a direct response to what's real. Now combine everything. Finish these out loud. I can see. I can hear. I feel. Try not to prepare the answers in your first language first. Just look, notice, and speak. You may have just discovered something important. Thinking in English doesn't require a deep or complex idea to start. It can begin with a lamp, a sound, a feeling. Small thoughts still count as real ones. You don't need a classroom. Your home already gives you hundreds of speaking opportunities. Imagine you just woke up. Instead of building one long description, speak one action at a time. I'm making breakfast. I'm getting ready for work. These are complete, ready-to-use phrases you can retrieve as whole units, usually far more useful than memorizing isolated words and trying to assemble them under pressure. Try it with your real situation. What are you doing right now? I'm sitting in my room, or standing, walking, cooking, resting. Whatever's true. Now say what you'll do after this. I'm going to make some tea. I'm going to continue my work. I'm going to have dinner. I'm going to take a short break. Notice you don't need to analyze the grammar while you speak. I'm going to is a frame you can reuse endlessly, just swapping the action. Try it 3 times with 3 different true plans. With one frame can carry many thoughts. A single word like break leaves you hesitating. A full phrase like I need a break gives you something ready to use. You can adapt it too. I need a minute. I need some help. I need more time. I need to think. Say those with me, then pick the one you'd actually use, and repeat it once more. In real conversation, you rarely get unlimited time to build an answer. So here come some easy questions. Give yourself 3 seconds, then answer. If you got stuck on one, don't be hard on yourself. Just try that question again with a short response. Speed comes from retrieving familiar language repeatedly, not from forcing yourself to rush carelessly. Now try a second round using starter frames. For routine, I usually, for your present situation, right now I'm, for preference, I prefer, for tomorrow I'm going to, complete each one out loud. Once the first few words are moving, the rest of the sentence tends to follow more easily. Sometimes you know exactly what you mean, but not the exact English word. And this is where many learners freeze completely. But communication doesn't need the perfect word every time. It needs a meaning the other person can follow. Forgot kettle? Say, it's the thing I use to heat water. Forgot umbrella? It's something I use when it rains. Forgot charger? It gives power to my phone. Not elegant, but it keeps you moving, and it trains you to work with whatever language you already have. Try it yourself. Pick an object in your room, but don't name it. Describe what it does, where it is, or what it looks like, using a frame like it's something I use for, or it's near, or it looks like. The same trick works for forgotten verbs. Describe the result instead, or say, I don't know the word, but I mean this, and gesture if you can. You can also buy yourself time without leaving the conversation. Let me think. I'm not sure yet. How can I say this? I don't know the exact word. What I mean is, these aren't signs of weak English. Even fluent speakers pause and reconsider. Natural speaking includes recovery. Repeat each phrase calmly after me. Now imagine I ask, what kind of work would you like to do in the future? Start with let me think. Then give a simple, honest answer. Maybe I'd like to work with people. Imagine a real conversation isn't a string of perfect answers. Sometimes you're just showing you're following along. Practice these. I see. That makes sense. Really? That's interesting. I understand what you mean. Could you say that again? Imagine your friend says, I'm working from home today. You say, I see. They add, it saves me a lot of travel time. You say, that makes sense. They mention something unexpected. Really? That's interesting. They speak too fast. Could you say that again? Short reactions take the pressure off, since you don't need a long response every time. You say, that makes sense. They mention something unexpected. Really? That's interesting. What are you doing right now? Where are you sitting? What can you see from there? Do you usually study at this time? What part of English is difficult for you? What do you do when you forget a word? What's one thing you want to improve this week? That's a realistic exchange, not complicated, but it required you to notice, retrieve, respond, and keep going. That's exactly what real speaking needs. When learners focus only on individual words, speech gets slow and choppy. I don't know the exact word, but I can explain what I mean. Repeat each 2 or 3 times, a little more naturally each time. You're not copying an accent. You're training your mouth to produce natural word groups. Now swap in your own information, using the same rhythm. I'm taking a short break, and then I'll underscore. I'm a little tired today, but I underscore. I don't know the exact word, but underscore. Pick another simple activity. Washing your hands, opening a window, preparing food, tidying something up. Choose 3 actions and describe them. I'm opening the fridge. I'm looking for something to eat. I think I'll have some fruit. This kind of real-time narration cuts down on translation, because the action itself gives you the meaning. You're not starting from a sentence in another language. You're starting from what your hands and eyes are already doing. Finish these with something true about yourself. Today I feel. Now add a reason using because. One thing I enjoy is walking because it helps me relax. I'm learning English because I want more opportunities. I prefer tea because it's light and comforting. One small word, because, turns a short answer into a fuller thought. Mistakes will happen. A wrong verb, an unclear word, a sentence you want to restart. You don't need to apologize every time. Just say, let me say that again. Or, sorry, I mean tomorrow, not today. Or, that's not quite what I meant. Then keep going. Try it. Say, I go to the store yesterday. then correct yourself naturally. The real skill isn't avoiding every mistake, it's noticing when it matters, repairing the message and moving on. If you stop at every small error, your attention gets stuck inspecting instead of communicating. Let some mistakes pass during practice. You can review a few important ones later. Time to speak for 30 seconds about your day. Keep it easy. Starter frames you can borrow. Today is a right now I feel. So far today after this I'm going to. You don't need all of them. Pick 3 or 4. Open your phone's voice recorder, pause here if you like, and record 30 seconds without writing a full script first. Just a few guiding words. Ask yourself, could I understand my main message? Did I keep speaking even when I hesitated? Which phrase felt comfortable? Don't list every error. Just pick one thing to improve. Maybe speak a bit more clearly. Maybe you repeated a word too often. Maybe you paused too long searching for the perfect phrase. Notice it calmly. It's a snapshot of today's practice, not a verdict on your ability. Now take one sentence from your diary and smooth it out. If you said today I tired because work, try I'm tired today. Your environment. I can see. I can hear. A feeling. Today I feel. A routine. I usually. A preference. I prefer. A reason. Because. A plan. Tomorrow I'm going to. And a way to recover. Let me think. I don't know the exact word, but what I mean is, these are supports, not permanent training wheels. With repetition, you'll need them less consciously, and new language will start showing up on its own. Now speak for 1 full minute covering 4 things. Where you are now, what you usually do, how you feel today, and your plan for tomorrow. Don't script a full speech in advance. Look at what's really around you, recall your real routine, notice your real feeling, and pick one honest plan. Here's a model, not for memorizing, just for shape. Right now I'm sitting at home and practicing English. I can see my desk and a bottle of water. It's fairly quiet and I feel relaxed. I usually study in the evening because I have more time. During the day I work and handle ordinary things. I enjoy learning this way because I can go at my own pace. And keep talking. If you forget a word, describe it or simplify. If you make a mistake, don't restart from the beginning. Just keep moving until the timer ends. Go ahead and try it now. You didn't need perfect English to get through that minute. You needed familiar phrases, real meaning, and the decision to keep going. Maybe you paused a lot. Maybe your minute only covered a few sentences. That's still a starting point worth repeating. Try the same challenge one more time. Before you start, pick just one improvement to focus on.